started. Welcome everyone to another episode of Soulful Ascension, and welcome to December the 1st. The month of December is so massive. It is intense. This is a month of cleaning out, of endings, closure, releasing, letting go, and purging out. We've been talking about this for weeks, but remember, we're in a 9-year of endings and closure, and plus we're in a 9-year cycle. So the full moon this week in Gemini is a super moon, and it is highlighting all the darkness. We can no longer ignore the darkness or those old patterns. So this is what I will go into much deeper. Plus, I'll pull some cards as well. And also the month of December, we have this week, the 4th or the 5th of December is the super moon, full moon. Then on the 19th, Three-Eye Atlas will be closest to the earth. And so I'll talk about that plus the new moon. And then 2 days later is the solstice. And all this is happening in December. And what this is doing is really helping each and every one of us to end the old cycles, to clean out, blow up the boxes, completely purge out the old ways of being. The old systems are crumbling, the old paradigms, patterns, everything is dissolving right now. And it's such an exciting time because when we move into 2026, it is all new beginnings. Part of this purging out, remember, we're in the year of the snake, which is shedding the old skin. Now, with the Chinese New Year, that will continue until February's New Year for the Chinese calendar. So even through January, we will still be shedding the old outgrown parts of ourselves that do not fit anymore into where we're going, the new version of us. And this is what is truly being highlighted right now with this full moon, because it's a super moon. It is going to be super bright in the sky. And what it's doing is highlighting all the old past stories, the patterns, the family dynamics, the karmic patterns. Maybe it's family dynamics of old ancestral stuff, or from your lineage that you've been trying to heal in this life. Maybe it's toxic people currently in your life that you're cleaning out. I know for many of us, we've been cleaning out and cleansing old friendships that are no longer in alignment. The same with a lot of marriages, and partnerships are dissolving because they're just no longer in alignment. Maybe there's been no argument, no fight, but you just come to a realization, you know what, we're just going in two different directions. We're no longer energetically aligned, and we want different things. Our values have changed. And so it's like this is what we are releasing and letting go. These are all the endings and the closure and the releasing, and also cleaning out our homes of physical stuff. So if you're a hoarder, this is a great time to actually get in and just give stuff away. Anything that you haven't touched for years or that's pushed into a cupboard, start cleaning out one cupboard at a time, one drawer at a time, one room at a time, and go through and just get rid of stuff, because we are doing such a deep purge, not just with physical stuff, but emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually. The energy for 2026 is so new, that we are at a choice point. And this month is your time to actually stop, pull your energy back, and reflect on, okay, what old wounds, the childhood wounds, the inner child wounds, the old stories that I keep repeating in my head, what am I still running? Maybe it's people pleasing, maybe it's putting up with family behavior that is triggering you, maybe looking at those old fears, maybe looking at all the emotions that those triggers bring up. Maybe it's anger or rage or sadness or a hurt or grief or all these endings. This is where we could be grieving. It's like, oh, we were friends for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and it's come to an end. So these are all the emotions that we are releasing right now. And when you let go, this is what will create more freedom in your life. And so it's the letting go that will create the truth. The veil has lifted, and when you can surrender and let go, surrender and let go and release. This has been my mantra for many, many decades, and it's actually one of the mantras that I teach in one of my mini courses on my website. So if that interests you, go on to lindabenn.com, and I believe it's the Return to Light, and I'll be teaching that in January. But this month is really going deep down the rabbit hole, reflecting on every area of your life, what's working, what's not working, what feels heavy, what feels dense in your stomach or in your body. You can feel the energy of everything, but you have to stop and sit in stillness and be quiet in order to feel and notice what's coming up for you. And this is where connecting with nature, sit and journal, sit and meditate, and just listen and take some time every single day for quiet time. I highly recommend it, because this is what will highlight those areas that are heavy and dense, these old trauma patterns, the old trauma, the childhood stories, all of that is crumbling. Remember the tower. This is the tower. See the picture of the tower. It's like it's burning down. The waves are rushing up. The people are falling out because the tower is burning. This is what we are going through right now. It's the old systems. We are all dissolving and breaking down. We're going to see this globally, all over the world, in every country. So all these old paradigms, old systems that have been going for hundreds of years are all dissolving, because that's part of the old world. We're stepping into a whole new world, and those old systems and old paradigms and old thought patterns and old consciousness no longer will work in the new world, because every cycle has a beginning and an end, right? When you're at a crossroads, this is what we are at right now. We're at a crossroads, and it's choice point. So you're at the crossroads, and you get to make a choice in every single area of your life. So if you are going through maybe relationship struggles right now, it's like, okay, I know this person. I can go down this road because it's comfortable, but it's like I'm constantly people pleasing. They continue to be abusive. They yell at me, or they say nasty things, or they're narcissistic, or da 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 da. All the stories, all these patterns, right? And it's like, do I choose to continue down this road with this relationship, or this road is full of peace and love and joy and laughter and adventures and new beginnings and a new identity and new opportunities and new possibilities, and all of that is waiting for you, and you get to make a new choice. And this is the new choice that you get to make in every area of your life. It's not just relationships. It could be with your cleaning out of, your cupboard. It's like, have I worn this in the last 12 months? Have I used this thing in the last 12 months? Yes or no? No, it's going. Do I choose to take this into next year? Yes or no? And just keep making those new choices, and only make the choices that make you feel good, that make you feel strong, and follow those feelings, because the thoughts in your head will continue to just cause havoc and maybe chaos, and what's comfortable, because remember, the ego is trying to keep you safe and protect you. So it's like, oh no, stick to what's comfortable. You know what's this path, you know this road, so stick with that. But your true self, your actual gut brain goes, but this is no longer working for me. And this is where you need to be honest with yourself. The elephant is in the room, and it has been there taking up space, and it's pooping and it's urinating, and the smell and the stench is so strong you can no longer ignore this. And this is what we are cleaning out right now. It's like the elephant needs to go. And so maybe that's moving house, maybe it's changing careers, maybe it's leaving a relationship or a marriage, or moving countries. There's so much change that's about to unfold, but you need to actually look in the mirror and be honest and truthful with yourself, and ask yourself, what is no longer in alignment with me? What no longer makes my heart sing? And where am I holding on to attachments out of fear? Where am I holding on to anything, any attachment? Maybe it's the relationship, maybe it's the job that you don't like, maybe it's the physical items in your life that just are heavy. You can feel it, all around you, and it's just the clutter. So this is what we are cleansing and purging out. This is such an important month of truly releasing and letting go, and lots of reflection. And this is the turning point. This is the turning point for our soul. And there is no going back. There is no, oh, we'll do this next month or next year. No, it's like next year, there's the energy is so fast and furious. This is your month of clearing out, but really going deep down the rabbit holes, and asking yourself, what do I choose to bring into my new future, the new version of me, and my true self, and who is coming with me on this journey? What is coming with me on this journey? What beliefs systems need upgrading? What emotional baggage am I ready to let go of? All the past stories. Do you know, every one of us has had something traumatic in our life. We've all gone through significant emotional events, some more than others. But this is where you get to release and let go of all those past stories, because it's not who you truly are. It's like, it happened. Okay, what did you learn from that? Take the learnings and then let go of the trauma, let go of the emotional pain. And then that's what will set you free. That's what will break the pattern. Remember the tower. It's like the tower is burning and everything is dissolving. You cannot take it with you. And so this is the turning point that we are in right now. It is so pivotal. This is such an important time in our consciousness evolution as a human on this planet at this time. And never before have we got to this point in our human evolution. So I encourage you, I urge you to continue to really be still and rest and reflect and take some still time, quiet time, sit in the garden, sit in the park, go out in nature. Whatever is in your surroundings, the more that you can just sit and just breathe. You may want to just put one hand on your heart, the other on your belly, and just breathe. And the more you can just sit and breathe, this will self-regulate your nervous system. This will settle your nervous system and stimulate your vagus nerve and just get you more into the parasympathetic nervous system to calm your mind, calm your body, get you out of fight and flight and the stress responses, and help you to just feel what your body is feeling. I go much deeper in all my courses that you can see on lindabenn.com and see what course resonates with you. There's a page explaining every single course, because there's the return to light, there's the Mojoy reset, there's the soul discovery, plus the power of forgiveness, love yourself whole, self-sovereignty. I mean, there's so many different courses on the website. The website has just gone through a huge transformation as well. And this is everything I've been studying for the last 35 years from my teacher back in 1990 that I'm sharing with you. Because it's like I'm here to hold your hand and help you through this journey of self-discovery, but also self-mastery, because this is where you actually realign to your soul's true authentic self, back to your sovereignty. And that's the truth. But until you can feel the truth of who you are as a soul and your soul's mission, it's like any heaviness, any density that's still keeping you stuck, that's keeping you attached to the old life, the old version of you. This is what we are dissolving right now. And this is what I really ask you to look at in order to set you free on your new path, because it is exciting new beginnings. and it is all new adventures ahead. So there's, I again, use this full moon to burn away the old. This is a huge burning that we are experiencing this week. So under the full moon, this is where you can have a big bonfire and burn all the paperwork, everything, write it all out. Because when you write it, physically write it, it's like you're engaging your brain. And when you're writing it out, you get to use all the muscles in your fingers, your hands, your arm, back to your brain. And this is where you get to feel as you're writing. Maybe it's bringing up outgrown patterns, emotional patterns, anything from old trauma, those stories, write it all out and then burn it. This is what we are releasing right now. And this is closing out those old chapters so that you can step into your whole new future, new version. Okay, I'm going to choose a card from the Psychic Tarot, and we will ask the collective, the angels, choose a card for us on to sum up as a confirmation of everything that we are releasing and letting go of this week with the full moon plus all of December. And so use the whole month of December to keep cleaning out. I know I'm going through paperwork and cupboards and just getting rid of so many things. I've cleared out one room. I'm now clearing out the next room plus the garage. So that is a project I'm also doing with you. And because I know for myself, next year is stepping into a whole new identity. And that's what you're also doing as well. So I think we had this last week, moving on. Okay. The moving on is exactly the transformation that we are going through right now, is the letting go, the releasing. This is stepping away from the old. So just to sum up this card and this confirmation is reflecting on all the old stories, the old paradigms, the patterns, the programs, the habits, the behavior, the inner child wounds, the trauma stories, the family systems and beliefs that at old programs, it's like, oh, even though it doesn't resonate with you, it's because of the family systems, you've just gone along with it to keep the peace. But now it's like, no, that doesn't resonate with me energetically. That's creating, some charge there. This is what you're letting go of and releasing. And especially with family, biological family, this is just accepting them for who they are. And I know last week in the US, there was Thanksgiving. So a lot of families were coming together, whether they liked it or not. And that's where a lot of the triggers would have come to the surface to be highlighted, to be cleared. So if there's been some charge from last week and the family get-togethers this week, burn it under the full moon and release it. What did you learn from those situations, from that circumstance, or the family dynamics? What was the learning? Okay, so the moving on card is you're about to embark on a much needed journey to leave the past behind. This card lets you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it signifies that the time has arrived in which a difficult cycle in your life is coming to an end. In the traditional tarot, this card also implies traveling or going forward, involving crossing water or even moving abroad. Calmer waters are ahead, and with all the lessons you've learned from past experiences, you're approaching this period having grown, and you're so much stronger for it. The healing process is underway, and now you can set your new goals, desires, and objectives to secure a more positive and successful future. Because your mind is more settled and less worried, synchronistic events will bring the right conditions and introduce people into your life for your highest good. So when you completely release and let go, this is where you open up to new possibilities and opportunities, new experiences, new people to come into your life. And this is what we are purging out this month, of cleansing and then upgrading your conscious human operating system. Okay. This is such a massive month of transformation. I'm so excited for what will unfold this month, so you can truly step into the magical being that you truly are, and create magical moments every single day. And any time, and I've said this before, if you're not creating miracles on a daily basis, that's a sign that you're out of alignment with the universe. You're out of alignment with your subconscious mind, because there's still old patterns and programs or dense energy or trauma patterns that are still running, that's blocking those miracles from coming in. Maybe it's the old belief stories. So this is where this week really sit with what's coming up for you, what's been highlighted with this full moon for you to look at. And this is such a pivotal time. I mean, it is a turning point. And every time you're at that crossroads, remember, you get to make a new choice and feel into the new choice. If it makes you feel good, excited, enthusiastic, well, make that choice. If it feels like heavy and it's like I have to do this, especially, if it's a commitment that you really don't want to do, this is where you get to break those old cycles and patterns and say, no, that doesn't work for me, and stand in your power. Because the more you can say no and make a new choice, then you're actually closing out that old pattern and program, instead of going along with what others around you want you to do. It's like, no, I'm doing this instead. Why? Because it's fun and it feels good, and I choose to go this way. End of story. You don't need to explain yourself. Okay, I'm going to choose a hi Ariel. Thanks for watching. I'm going to choose a card from the Good Tarot. This is Colette Baron Reed. And again, this is one of my favorite decks. And okay, we have the Queen of Water. Okay. And so we are experiencing a lot of water on the planet, because again, the water is cleansing and washing away the old, right? So and also with all these emotions coming to the surface, I really encourage you to allow yourself to cry, allow the tears to fall. This is all the water, this is all the emotions coming to the surface to be cleared. Okay, and this is also about compassion, emotional security, generosity, self-love, and self-care for you, because you are the healer. Do some inner child healing, looking at those wounds. So be gentle with yourself this week as you're really cleansing and purging out. So the message is, I am comfortable in my own skin. I love, cherish, and nurture myself. I am the best friend to myself. My relationships with others reflect my security in knowing I am always worthy of love and respect. I heal myself so I can be the change I want to see in the world, and so my compassion can inspire others. And this is a beautiful message, that as you are cleaning out and purging the old, be the example, be the light for others to follow. And this is where we're breaking out of those old patterns, the old paradigms. You're standing in your sovereignty, standing in your power, and be the lighthouse for others. Be the example. And that's what will help to shift the collective consciousness. The more you can do your inner work of cleaning out and purging these old paradigms, then you help everyone else around you, and have love and compassion for all our brothers and sisters, because everyone's feeling this intense energy. No one's getting out of it. It's like we're all feeling it. And this whole month of December, like I said, will be intense, because the three-eye atlas, if you haven't heard, it's like this big solar comet in the sky that's coming the closest to the Earth on the 19th. But what that's doing is helping to light up our light codes, because we naturally have light codes within us, just like our DNA, our consciousness. We are all connected to source energy. So what's being lit up this month is lighting up our light codes, which is upgrading our consciousness so we can step into who we truly are as a soul, and for our future and the new version that we're moving into. So on that note, have a magical week. Go and create miracles. Enjoy this cleaning out, this purging process. Remember, burn away the old you, the old self, burn away the outgrown old stories, and just burn the warehouse. Anything that's still holding on to all that baggage, burn it. Burn it under this full moon, and then let me know how free you feel after you've just burnt away all of that. Quick story. When I moved to California, the end of 2009, I moved from a 3-bedroom house full of furniture and all this stuff, and I gave away everything. And that was so liberating and so freeing, because when you're moving countries, you don't need all those electrical appliances and all this stuff and all the clutter. It's like, just let it all go. And I mean, all the white goods, fridges and washing machines and sofas and things, I let it all go. And it was so liberating and so freeing. And so this is what we are purging out and letting go of right now. Okay. And then I did the same when I left the US to come back to Australia. And now I'm about to move again. So I'm doing the same right now, is culling and cleaning out. So enjoy this week and let me know how you're going. I'd love to read your comments. Thank you for sharing this message with others. Thank you for subscribing and following. Sending much love, many blessings, and I'll see you next Monday.